Emily Joan Smith here. How are we doing today? So today I want to talk to you about something, and even if you're not anxious, worried or stressed out right now, it's really important to know this for when you are, because you are bound to be anxious again in your lifetime, in your lifespan. You're bound to be worried and you're bound to be stressed out and you're bound to be having any of them emotions in the future. So I really want to talk about this because recently I've been really anxious and worried about a particular thing. I will not go into it. And basically I was worried that I wasn't going to do it well enough, or I wasn't going to be good enough for this particular thing. Anyways, so what I decided to do was ask myself, if things go really wrong, what is the worst thing that can happen? So next time you're really worried about something, or you're really anxious about something in the future, or what you're doing at the moment, you're really worried about it, ask yourself, what is the worst thing that can happen? Really ask yourself, what is the worst case scenario? What is the worst case scenario? And then think, would I be able to handle that? So in my case, when I thought of my worst case scenario, I thought, I can handle that. If that really happened, like, it would be bad, but it would not be that bad, and I could handle it. So next time you're stressed out, because you are bound to be stressed out in life, you're bound to be anxious again. At some point in your life, you're bound to have any of these feelings. So think, what is the worst thing that could really happen in this situation? What is the worst outcome? And if you believe that you could handle that, just keep doing what you're doing to the best of your ability. And if that happens, and it's probably not going to happen, just know that you would be able to handle it. You've handled 100% of your worst days so far. You'd be able to handle that. I'm sure of it. And if you can't handle that, the thing is, there's always an option to get out of what you're doing. There's always a chance for change. There is always an option, even when options seem absolutely limited. There is always an option. I think as human beings, we tend to look for the problem, but I think we need to start training ourselves to look for the solution rather than the problem. Don't dwell on the problem, look for the solution, because that's what we do as humans. We dwell on the problem and we make the problem worse by overthinking everything and dwelling on that problem. So next time you're really anxious about something, whether it's now or later in the future, because you will be anxious about something, think, what is the worst thing that can happen in this scenario? And then realise that whatever the worst thing that is going to happen or could happen, doesn't mean it's going to happen, you would be able to handle that. And remember that you are able to handle whatever comes your way. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about, because I think it's so important, because we can get so stressed out and not really think into why we're getting stressed out, and not even actually back our own selves up. We don't believe in ourselves enough. But if we ask ourselves, what is the worst thing that could happen in this scenario, and we know that we could handle that, things just immediately get better. You can start moving on with your life. You can start just trying your hardest at whatever you're doing, at whatever you're anxious about in that moment. You can just get going instead of dwelling in the negativity. So thank you so much for watching. It's Friday, yay! So I hope you have the best weekend, whatever you may be doing. Please go check out my Instagram and my YouTube, Live Without Limits Official. I'm doing so much more on my YouTube and my Instagram, different stuff to this, completely different stuff, and some of the same stuff as well. So go check that out, Live Without Limits Official. And if no one's told you today, I honestly really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being you, and I really appreciate that you're watching this video, and I really appreciate you, so thank you so much, and I will see you very soon. Bye.